doing today? Sean, Carpet Cleaner Training. Remember, we are pushing for subscribers till the end of the year. So please make sure you like and subscribe on our videos. We're going to be pushing out, trying to push out more content towards the end of the year and get you guys a really good push towards a great start next year. So please like, subscribe, and if you're getting any value, just give me a thumbs up on that. Comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see as well. Last video we went over how to compile a list for commercial cleaning or commercial facilities that you might want to get in and clean, and how to do that without paying somebody for a list and just getting into the computer yourself, and how do we grab these things off the internet. So today we're going to do the same thing, but this is going to be for residential homes, and very specific residential homes that you might want to target. So there might be a golf course that's in your local town that you want to target the community that's there, or some gated community that's super high dollar, $1 million homes, and you want to get in and clean them. I'm going to show you how to target those particular people. How do you get the list of names, the list of homes where these people live? How do you get in there, and how do you send them in a sales letter? If it's gated, you can't very well walk the neighborhood. That doesn't mean you can't market to them. You can market specifically to very tight neighborhoods that you might want to go in. So let's go to the computer, and I'll see you in just a second.
All right, so what we're talking about here once we're in the computer is how to put together mailing lists or marketing lists to potential clients. So the website we're talking about is melissa.com, and it's just spelled right here, Melissa, melissa.com. And what melissa.com does is it's a website for looking up addresses, and it's super, super powerful platform. And the best part about melissa.com is it's free, and I should say mostly free, because if you're looking up giant amounts of lookups every month, yeah, you'll spend money. So you can see at the bottom here, I mean, we got big companies that are using melissa.com. So if you're looking up thousands upon thousands of lookups every month, then you're going to pay a fee. But the great part about this is, for the small business owner, you get 1,000 lookups a month absolutely free. So if you looked under their pricing, it would say, once you sign up for your free account, they'll top you off right off the bat with 1,000 free credits. That's 1,000 searches that we can do, and I'll show you how the searches work. 1,000 searches a month that you can look up. And then at the end of the month, the next month starts, they top you off automatically for free again with 1,000 searches. So keep that in mind, that this is a free service and we can look up as many things as we want. Now, let me show you exactly how this works. So once you're on the homepage here, melissa.com, once you're on the homepage, this is what it looks like. And what you want to do is you want to go here to lookups, and you click lookups. Now I have this set to dark mode. I think it's going to show up a little bit better, but you can switch it back and forth, whatever you like. I kind of like it dark, but some people don't. What you want to go to is address search. Now you can do a lot of different things on these lookup pages, by zip code, stuff to work with zip codes and anywhere else. Now just keep in mind, this is not only for America. So I'm in the US, but if you're all around the world, Melissa does have address information for anywhere. So if you're in the UK, if you're in Australia, Melissa works there. It's Melissa Worldwide. So I have right here, it's set to America, but if I click this, I can go wherever I want. Different languages, different places, Australia, Italy, all around the world. So don't feel like this is just in the US. This is everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to go by address search. Okay, so we're going to get in here. Now this is where a little bit of knowledge of your area comes into play. You're going to have to know a little bit about the area you're in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go open up Google Maps. All right, so once we get into Google Maps, and I'm just kind of zoom out here. Okay, I'm in Fresno, California, so I'm right here. So I know enough about my city to know which areas I want to target. So who is your target market? Where are you trying to reach? What people, what zip codes, wherever you want to find. Now, what I do if I'm looking for a place that I want to get into, that I want to market, I will do exactly this. I'll zoom in on the map. So I'll go right where I want to go. Okay. So now also what I'll do, and if you're new to an area, I'll show you exactly how to do it too. So hit the layers and you want to go satellite view. It's just easier to find places here. Back out a little bit, and then what you want to look for, this is my entire city here, so we're going to back up. So I look for green zones. So green zones are typically a little bit higher end. You have more trees. It's not so, go in the middle of the city here and you zoom in, and yeah, we have houses, but they're just normal houses. And if you want to go into high-end homes, you're going to want to look for what I would call a green zone. So you look around here and you see these little golf courses here. You see those greener areas all around town. So up here, different places here, there's a park there. So, but knowing in your town, if you know where these places already are, you can zoom into those places. So also another thing that works great is find rivers, lakes. Again, man-made lakes are really good because they're typically, if there's a man-made lake like right here, it's going to be a good zone to market because these are typically higher end homes. Now I know where this is, so would be an excellent place to market to. So a lot of times we'll see an area like this driving around town or whatever. So man, I'd like to get into that area and market to these homes. I mean, these are giant homes. Look at the size of that home. It's giant. So if you'd like to service these homes, sometimes we think, well, I don't know how to market to them. It's gated. I can't get in here. So if I go over here, there's a gate here. I can't just drive into this place and drop flyers. You're going to have to physically mail to these addresses if you want to market directly to these people. So how do you do that? How do you find out, oh God, how do I know these addresses? Now you can go into Google Maps and you can zoom in and you can click there. Okay, there's one address. Now I can do this all day long. Click on the next address and write them all down and then mail to them. But nobody's going to do that. So that's where Melissa.com comes into play. So, and the way it's going to work is we're going to go right here, Lake Van Ness Circle. Okay, that's the key, Lake Van Ness Circle. So we're going to go to Melissa. We don't know the house number and we don't want it, but we are going to put in the Lake Van Ness Circle, just like that. What city am I in? I'm in Fresno. What state? California. And I do know the zip code. You don't have to have the zip code in here, but I'm going to put it in there just because I know it. And of course, you can get it by right here, 93711. You know the zip code because you're going to go into Google Maps and you're going to find it. So then once you have this information, now do make sure it's spelled correctly. So if you're not exactly right, again with spaces as well. So if you put Lake and then Van Ness was together, it's not going to work. So Lake Van Ness, okay? You don't want to put, Melissa says, don't put northeast, south, west, suffixes, any of that, or the suffixes, which I did. So I put circle there. So let's get rid of circle. So it's Lake Van Ness, Fresno, California, 93711, and then you hit submit, and it's going to tabulate. And this is what it tabulates. So we know we have 128 addresses on Lake Van Ness Circle. So you can go through here. It has the address information, everything that you need to mail to these people. Now, what do you put in the name area? You can put whatever you want. You can put valued homeowner, future client of your business name, whatever you want to do. You play with it. Maybe try some split testing where you do one set with one name on it and one set with another. But say you want to know the actual name. This is where it gets really powerful, but it would be time consuming. You wouldn't want to have to do this yourself. You'd want to have a VA or somebody compile this for you unless you want to spend the time to do this for all 128 addresses. And one thing I don't know is how accurate this is, but with as much real estate that's sold and bought, it may be off. So I have not done it this way. I usually just put valued homeowner or something like that in the name part of the address. So what you do is you click there, and then you can do a personator search by Mac, and then it goes here. So now we know who owns this house. we know the last name. Sometimes it's confusing because right here it says Meta Kusul and Kusul Meta. So which is the first or last name? I'm assuming it's Meta. So you would go into, if you want to personally address these, you do a personator search on each one, and then you can actually personally address each one of them. Let's do another one just to verify the first and last name. Personator search. It doesn't take long, and that's everybody that's living in this house. So this is where it gets a little confusing. So we don't know. It gives ages. So the 51, the 78 is probably a father or mother. And so we know that Patel is the last name of who owns this house. So you can actually address this to Mr. or Mrs. Patel and get probably a better response doing that. But again, it's very time consuming. So we'll go back out here, and I'm going to do another search just to show you that, how powerful this is and exactly how you have to use it. So one thing that's a limitation for this is if you wanted to address to, like, say, the people on this street here. So McGill, right? So the problem with this general address here on McGill is that McGill runs the entire length of the town. So you can't really go, oh, I just want from this address to this address. I want to get those people. That would be too hard to do, because what it's going to do is going to pull up McGill in Fresno for the whole length of the city. So one thing you could do is, like, say you wanted the McGill's, let's see, this one in 93711. You could do that, and it would pull up everybody on McGill for 93711. But what I recommend doing with Melissa is this: is go out, your zone, your area, find those areas that you want to target. And again, another one here is man-made lakes. Typically, why these are good is because they have their own street names. So you need to find some place that has their own street names, like Wood Duck Circle, Pintail Circle. Those aren't anywhere else in town. They're just here around this little bit. Now, those are going to be all over your town. Like up here in my area, there's this. So these are just housing communities that are built by a builder, and they have all their own names. This whole area is just all their own name. Great big houses, wall to wall, built wall to wall. So a lot of these houses are really big, especially right in this area here. So I could just write down these names and pull them all and mail to them. Okay, and this will work anywhere. So if I want to search, I'll just back out here. Let's just search anywhere you want. So I'm in California. If you wanted to go to, say, Albuquerque, and zoom into Albuquerque, do the same thing. If you live here, you know where the areas are that are good. So I'm just never been to Albuquerque. I'm just going to zoom in. I see a golf club right here. So let's zoom in and see what's around here. This might be a good spot to do. It just depends on if you have the addresses, San Bernardino right there, and if it follows, if it ends right there, you may be able to do that. So you want to always look for those areas that, like I said, green areas are great. Now, Albuquerque is probably not the best for looking for green areas, but here we go. See how I did that? I just zoomed out. I looked at, a green area right there, and I zoomed right in. And then what do I get is right here, top line, Desert Classic. I guarantee you these are unique names that the builder put in the house, in this housing community, and they're all giant homes. So that took me all of 10 seconds to locate this area as a potential to mail to. Then all you have to do is go into Melissa, put in that street name, and then once let's go back to Van Ness again, Lake and Fresno. So let's go back to that search. All you have to do now is go to the bottom of the list, and depending on how you do your things, you can download them in 3 different ways. JSON, I usually do it into Excel, and just you just click that, and what it's going to do is it's going to tabulate it into Excel for you. It's gonna, you can put whatever name you want, Van Ness addresses, and I can save there. Now it's here. If I click that, it's going to open, and there's my addresses. Now when you get it into here, now I use a generic platform called LibreOffice, but what you would do in here to get it ready to actually send to your printer or whatever, you're going to have to do a little bit of finagling here. So we got the house number, Lake Van Ness Circle, Fresno, California 93711. So you really don't need this one, this. These are all extras. Yeah, it's residential. And it tells you the postal codes and stuff and all those numbers. So you can get rid of all of this, and you just cut that out. Okay, now all you have here is the address number, Lake Van Ness and Circle, Fresno, California 93711. And then what you would do here is you'd add another row, and you'd put in whatever it is that you want the address name to be. So you're going to put, valued customer, future customer, whatever you want to put in the name section, you can make it eye-catching. So, I want to open this. And then all you have to do is send it to I have a little mini printer here that just prints labels, but you can print it on any printer. On the pages you just go buy that has the address labels on it. And then you're good to go. You mail to them, and then it's a matter of you crafting, of course, your ad that you want to send out. Your sales letter. If you want to learn how to write sales letters, look up any book by Dan Kennedy, and you could write direct response sales letters that will grab leads. The whole goal here is to get work. But that's how you do it. So Melissa.com is an excellent way to do this. So play with it. Again, it's free. It's 1 credit each request typically. So this that I looked up here was 1 credit. This took 1 credit. This was a search to get the 128 homes. If you're going to put it in Excel, that's another credit. Now you get 1,000 credits a month. So this will last you a long time. You may do 20 or 30 searches and do mailing that way. That's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you could help me out and get to there, that'd be great. I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, if you have any questions, put them in the comments section. Go on to Melissa.com and sign up and try this. This is super easy to compile your own mailing lists for your particular town and your particular area. Work in conjunction with Google Maps. Find those areas that you want to mail to and get the addresses and start sending mailers out. Start sending sales letters out every single month. This is another way you can market yourself. It doesn't have to be Facebook and Google all the time. You can get into people's mailboxes directly, and you don't have to buy lists. I mean, you can go online and you can buy lists, but it's 2 seconds it takes you to do a search of your town and get another list yourself, and just there's your mailing list. You're going to pay someone $50 for a mailing list, or you can go on there for free and create your own mailing list. So all right, so that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.